Hello, investors. This is Gloria, the pink-haired investor realtor from Indianapolis, and I just wanted to bring you our monthly snapshot of the numbers that just came out for December. So starting a little bit different this month because I kind of wanted to read an email that we got from the director of MIBOR. So MIBOR stands for Metropolitan Indianapolis Board of Realtors, and this is where I do all of my transactions through, and they have a lot of the insight here. So just want to read an email from them, and then we're going to kind of go over the charts that I normally do and just give you some insights here. Wanted to start out with a theme today. Interest rates are going down. We have very low inventory. Competition is going to be going up, and prices are going to be going up. So January, February is going to be the time to buy. We're in the middle of a deep freeze right now. There's not a lot of homeowners out there wanting to look at houses. Now is the time for you to buy, because when we get to spring, you're going to see a lot more competition. So let's look into some stats here and see if I can kind of prove that mantra for you today. So if you look at the December 23 market report, what they're telling us, and this is all of central Indiana is what this is coming from. And then I'm going to zero in on Marion County and Indianapolis. So this is Indianapolis and the surrounding cities that are just near around it. So we saw a decrease of median sales in December. And this is from December 22 to December 23 is what these stats are coming from. So the decrease in median sales was down to 278. Decreased in closed sales. We only closed 2,055. And we also had a decrease in new listings at 1,558. So everything was kind of down in December. It was really a pretty slow month. But you'll see here that we actually already saw a little bit at the end of the month kind of popping up again that won't reflect in these numbers. So, it was that decline was 0.7% over last year, which to me, that's pretty flat. And it was a decline from 4% from the previous month. However, if you look at our charts, and I'll show you this in a second, we do have this decrease every single December. People don't want to move during Christmas, colder weather, different factors there. So according to our CEO, the high mortgage rates that have been holding back sellers and buyers throughout 2023 noticeably declined in the second half of December. This is a welcome adjustment, which hopefully opened the market to additional consumers with more buying options coming this spring. I actually personally saw that. So the interest rates went down about a percentage the week before Christmas. My phone started blowing up. I'm like, thought I was going to have nice, quiet Christmas, not a whole lot of activity, and a lot of where you were calling me and asked me to research houses. So I personally saw that. I also talked to another friend of mine that he had a flip that he was doing in a very nice neighborhood. It sat for like 90 days with almost no activity. And then all of a sudden that week right around Christmas, he saw a lot of showings happen again, and it went pending. And so he looked in his neighborhood, which is I think either Windsor Park or Woodruff Place. And he noticed that all of the other houses that had been sitting that whole fourth quarter with him, all of them are now pending. I've had a couple of you say, hey, all the houses that I wanted to look at are now pending. They're starting to go faster now. So just in the last few weeks, we've started to notice that. So just wanted to add some personal notes to that. Closed sales were down 16.9 per sale. Pending sales were flat. Typical listing received 97.4% of asking price compared to 97.7 last December. So again, that's not a whole lot different. Now, I have been having the conversation with a lot of you that this property's been sitting on the market more than 30, 60, 90 days. Let's go ahead and offer a little bit low, see if they can counter us. Has happened and has worked with a few people. I do still have some stubborn sellers out there that like, I want to get 100,000 and no, I won't take 95,000. I want to get that 100,000. So they're just going to hold out till spring to see if maybe they can get them sold then. But the ones that have been on a long time, I think it's okay for you to go ahead and offer a little bit under list price if that's what you want to do. New listings were down 11.7%. So I really want to talk about this. Year over year, median days on market was up a little bit, 31 up from 26. And then we're going to dive in on what it's going to say for just December too for Marion County. The active inventory at the end of the month was a meager 2,926, a decrease of 41% from last year and a decrease of 41.5% from the previous month. So even with the interest rates the way they are, with these properties sitting there, we still only have a 1.4 month supply of houses. And what that means is, like, for the people moving to the area, for the new families that are forming and wanting to buy a house, for the renters that are wanting to buy, we only have enough houses for them to buy that will last less than a month and a half. So we just have very, very low inventory in Indianapolis. So kind of what this analyst is saying is, while prices appear to have leveled out off, 11 of the 16 MIBOR counties, so MIBOR, the Central Indiana services 16 counties, including the two largest, which is Marion County and Hamilton County, that's where Carmel and Zionsville is, have continued to show year-over-year price increase or appreciation. The lack of inventory and new listings have put both buyers and sellers in a challenging position to navigate. Interest rates should normalize through first quarter of 2024. I'm hearing that from everyone, from all the meetings that I go to, all the lenders that I talk to. Interest rates should normalize a little bit. We're not going to get back to the 3%. Sorry, we're just not going to, but they should level out a little bit more. And then this should provide consumers with better clarity of financing and market expectations. As a result, we anticipate seeing an increase in market activity. So again, two different, the CEO of our MIBOR and this research analyst from MIBOR are both saying the same thing. Interest rates are going down, inventory is low, prices are going to go up, competition is going to go up. So let's go look at our normal charts here. So this one is all of Marion County. So you can see median sales price went up 1.8%, and I have that compared year over year. Active inventory of only 1370 in Marion County. Our average days on market went up slightly to 32 days. So like if you look at days on market, your average right now is 32. 797 units sold, but only 618 came on the market. So again, we're kind of working in a deficit here. So this was all townships is what I did with that one. With this one, I just went to Center Township, which is in the center of downtown, where a lot of you are buying your flips and your properties, properties for buy and hold. So median sales price there is 162. Again, it's up 8%. So again, because we've got such low inventory. So active inventory is down 38%. We sold 155, which that was a down 11%. Our new listings were 168. So slightly a little bit better there. Our median days on market in Center Township is 45. So then I did the same thing with just kind of the donut ones as well. And I am missing that one. So I have to go back and see if I can find that one. Let's go ahead and, oh, actually, I think this was the donut one. I apologize. And then this was the Center Township for Indianapolis. Then actually going to our market insights tool. So basically, I need that to go down there. So this is closed sales. Okay, let's look at the filters that I set up on this one. So this one is Marion County and just single family homes, and we're in Center Township. Okay, so for all of 2023, we sold 2,356, which was down 20% from the year before. Okay, is what I'm looking at. And so this is going from beginning of 23 to the end of 23. So this is what I wanted to kind of show you. In all of Marion County, under 50,000, there were only 60 that sold. So price points are going up from what I started out 7 years ago. We're not finding properties under 50,000. And if they are, they're junk. They just are. Okay. So those of you that are still wanting to look at $30,000 houses, you're not going to find very many. Just being honest with you. 50 to 99, still some. So 438 sold last year. The biggest part, and again, this is in the center of downtown, the biggest price point is from 100 to 199,000. So almost 1,000 sold in that area. And then it kind of goes down from there. This one then is out in the suburbs. So just kind of want to show you. So it is still Marion County, but we're looking at all the suburbs except for Center. So this is kind of the donut areas all around. So we sold a lot more, 8,693. It is down 17% because the year before we sold 10,500. This is just came up with this really quick. I was at a baggy event, builders It was a meeting that had the Builders Association of Greater Indianapolis there. And he said that in 2022, they built 10,000 new homes. And in 2023, they built 8,500. So I think that that's interesting that that's pretty close to that number as well. Okay, so this is out in the suburbs. So a lot of you are like, hey, I want to be out in the suburbs. Okay, realistically, only 36 sold that were under 50,000. Only 300 sold that were in that 50 to 100 range. 1,977 in that 100 to 200. So if we can find in that range, we should be okay. And then 200 to 300, the majority of the suburbs sold in that $200,000 to $300,000 range. Again, rents in this area, like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, they're running at the most 18 to 2,000. And a lot of them are still in the 1,500 to 1,700 range. So we just have a big disparity of what the prices went up and what the rent prices are going to. So again, you know, if you can find in this 100 to 199 range, you're going to get closer to your 1%. So this is again by year out in the donut counties. So I mean, just a lot of changes have kind of happened. Yes, we kind of slowed down. Oh, I wanted to show you overall. Let me make sure I have all of these checked. Yep, these are all checked. Okay, so this is only going to 2021. So you can kind of see here, you know, from 3 years ago, and I can even take this chart and go back 30 years. We're, you know, we kind of do a little bit of dips, you know, in the winter times and come back up again. But we're pretty steady. I say this all the time. We're not roller coaster like the CoStar. We're always pretty steady, but we're in a trajectory. So obviously December, January was kind of our low point right here, but we're going to see it come back up in the spring again. Back to my mantra. Interest rates are going down. Inventory is very low. Competition is going to go up. Prices are going to go up. So I really feel like for investors, January, February is going to be the time for you to buy. Get some of these properties that have been sitting on the market for too long, get them fixed up and flipped, or get them fixed up and be ready for the rental season that usually starts like in February or March is when tenants are out there looking for new houses to rent. So let's get some houses under contract and get them ready so that we're ready for the spring market. Hope this was helpful for you. As always, we would love to help you with any evaluations that you've got. You can email us at gloria@gearregroup.com. Be sure to copy my assistant Amber at properties@gearregroup.com, or you can always text me at 317-750-4998. Thanks so much, and you have a great day.